SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family. S is for students, F for families too. U is for united, talking about me and you. S for solidarity, D is for diversity. SFUSD.
Hey there, fellow engineers. How has your week been? Woo, awesome. Wow, it sounds like a lot of you had a great week. Well, that makes me feel great. I've had a great week too. But what I've been really excited about is putting this whole project together. Why don't we review our week before we get started? I want to make sure that I understand what we're doing today. So let me think back. Yes. On Monday, we launched the question I have. How can we use forests, lights, and different materials to make an interactive shadow puppet theater? On Tuesday, we started answering that question by addressing force. I wanted a moving rocket ship in my shadow box. So what do we make to move our object? Yes, we make a paper towel roll track to move the car and the rocket back and forth. Are we going to exert force by pushing or pulling on the car? Yes, engineers, you're on it. We're going to make the car move by pulling on it, or I guess the strings. But let's continue. On Wednesday, we tested different blue materials in order to make our light source appear blue. Which materials were best for making a blue light? Yes, the cellophane worked best, and the plastic bag color blue worked pretty well too. Yesterday, we learned about the first and youngest woman to go into space. Do you remember her name? Some of you remembered. Yes, we learned about the cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova, and she spent just under 3 days in space and orbited or went around the Earth 48 times. I hope she didn't get dizzy. And that brings us to today, astronauts. Engineers. Are our shadow puppet theaters ready for a show? You're right, they're not. So I hope your cereal boxes are ready and dried, because we're going to start with those. Engineers, to complete today's work, you will need your 2 re-glued cereal boxes, your paper towel roll track with the strings, some wax or white paper, your blue translucent material, scissors, tape, or glue, and your puppets. So go ahead and gather what you need while I check my materials. So I have my blue and white paper, some scissors, string, just in case. Okay, I think I have everything ready. So let's start by putting our papers into our cereal boxes. Make sure that when you cut your wax paper, that they are a little bigger than the rectangle that you cut out on the box. Watch how I do it. So I'm gonna get my paper. So if I put it here, if I put it right on the edge, that'll be the same size. So I'm gonna slide it in. And so what I like to do, scientists, I just make a little corner that I'm gonna cut to. And I only cut to there. And then the other way. If you're not comfortable using scissors, be sure to ask an adult to help you with this part. All right, so you're gonna make 2 of these because you want it for both of your boxes. So you could just put it on top of the paper and just cut it out again. It's okay if they're not perfect because we're gonna cover these parts. See how I made these? Like I said, make sure you do one for each box. If your blue transparent material is big enough, you're gonna make it this size and you're gonna place it behind one of the white papers and make sure it stays in place. If it's not big enough, you're just gonna have to hold it to your light source. Watch how I place the papers in here and measure mine if I need it. So I like to put tape on the inside of the papers. And make sure I get the corners, 2 corners down first. I take it, put it inside, press it to the corners, and then I get 2 pieces of tape and do that to the other side. Then you do that with the other. Let me move that out of the way, scientists. I think these are all, white papers are in place. Now I just need my transparent blue film. Good thing I already cut this ahead of time. So let's place that. Great. Awesome job. Now we need to set up our theater. We're going to put the 2 cereal boxes together, edge to edge. I recommend taping it if you want to start using it today. You can use glue if you're going to use it later. Watch how I put the 2 boxes together. So let me get my tape. So you can roll some of the tape up and put it along one of the boxes. And you don't want too much tape sticking out because that will change your shadows. All right, and then put them together. Make sure they can stand together. You can add a little on the top. And be careful not to push too hard on these because your papers will rip. And we'll put some tape on the bottom too. Hold in place. Ooh, engineers, do you see our theater coming together? It's so odd to remember that all these items used to be something else. But let's keep going. I think we're just missing our part that moves. So you will need an adult's help soon, but you can do this part on your own. We're gonna cut some parts of our box and also tape down the track. Watch and follow along with me. So when you put your track, you wanna measure out first where you'd like it to be. And this is where I'm gonna have to make cuts because I can't just put it on top. So you can get a marker and measure where you're gonna have to make little snips. And maybe right here, right there. So I'm just gonna cut there. And you can cut it off or just let it sit there. Not a big problem. There it is. Right, so see how you can flatten this part now? Then you're gonna put the track on. It should fit. And I'm gonna use some tape. Make sure you go around your stopper because otherwise your string won't go through. So don't tape that string down. All right, shouldn't move. Awesome. So this is the time when you'll need an adult's help. You're going to need to make 2 holes in the corners of the boxes, and you're gonna put the strings through them. You can watch this part to see how I do it, but we're gonna fast forward some parts because it can take a while. If you get frustrated, take a deep breath and keep trying. Right. Ooh, so I made my first hole. And I'm gonna try to pull the string through. But sometimes you might need to get like a little pen or a marker and make the hole bigger. Okay, almost. All right, so I got that first string through. And now I have to do this side. Uh-oh, maestra put too much tape here. You can also fold the cardboard a little bit and make sure the hole gets through there if you have a hard time making the holes. Oh, kind of reminds me of like what we did over here. All right, so let's test it out to see if it works. I'm gonna pull this string. And now the other way. Oh my gosh. Wow, I can't wait to play with this. So engineers, did we make a shadow puppet theater that uses force, light, and different materials? I think so too. So engineers, I was going to put on a show for you in my new shadow puppet theater, but I just realized that our time is up. But don't worry, you will have plenty of time to play with this. Next week is our spring break, so we won't have any new episodes of SF Loves Learning. But I'm hoping that all of you can still tinker and be engineers without me. You can play with your shadow puppet theater and make stories, or you can even make a new one with another engineer. What do you plan on doing with your box? Woo! Some of you are going to modify or add to them, and some are just going to start using them. I love it. Well, engineers, please enjoy the rest of today's show. I'm going to miss all of you next week, but I look forward to learning with you in April. See ya!
Hello, everyone! My name is Mr. Mansfield, and... No, I'm Mr. Mansfield. No, I'm Mr. Mansfield. Okay, we're all Mr. Mansfield. And these two are here today to help us sing about the states of matter. What is matter? Nothing. What's the matter with you? Okay, no extra Mr. Mansfields until later. Matter is everything. The air, your computer, even you. Everything is made up of matter. And matter exists in different states. The most common states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Can you think of some examples of solids, liquids, and gases? I can think of a great one. Water. Water can be a solid, ice, a liquid, water, like the kind you drink, and a gas, steam, coming up from something hot. Let's learn about the states of matter by singing my song, Solid, Liquid, Gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Matter changes state to state. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Matter changes state to state. Solid, liquid, gas. Hello, I am a solid. Ice to meet you, everyone. I can hold my shape until I melt in the sun. Keep me in the cold under 32 degrees. For me to be this cool, you know I'm going to have to freeze. Water freezes from a liquid to a solid at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Any hotter and it melts back into a liquid. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Matter changes state to state. Solid, liquid, gas. cold water. Yes, I'm liquid through and through. I spread out and change shape. Did I say I'm good for you? Liquids always flow, though there is viscosity. That is why your honey flows more slowly than your tea. Water is a liquid at room temperature, but if it gets too hot or too cold, it will change states. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Matter changes state to state. Solid, liquid, gas. Did someone say tea? Put a kettle on and we can drink tea like a royal. Get it hot enough and then I'm going to start to boil. Going to a sauna would be just like a dream, 'cause you know when I get this worked up I need to let off steam. Water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit and creates steam, which is a gas. If that steam collects somewhere, it can cool off and turn back into liquid water. Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Matter changes state to state. Solid, liquid, gas. That was fun. Thanks for helping me sing about the states of matter. You're welcome. Well, I was talking to the students at home, but sure, thanks to you too. Can you think of other examples of solids, liquids, and gases? Look around your house. I bet you'll find all kinds of examples. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy. And of course, goodbye everyone!
Hi guys, my name is William Perdue and I am the author of the children's book Sean's Window, as you can see right here. I'm going to read that for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. Sean's Window by William Perdue. Sean's teacher, Mrs. Rush, explained to her class, "Today we are going to draw a picture." Sean looking out that window. But Sean was staring out the classroom window. Sean, please pay attention. I promise your parents will be back to pick you up after school. Boys and girls, your picture must explain who you are. My example is on the board. What's she laughing at? She thinks she a superhero? And what's Sean looking at in the back of the class? Sean, I know you want to be on the other side of that window. If you listen and do your work, you can play basketball during recess. What's he thinking about? Is he playing basketball? Class, I want you to shine like the stars you are, so make sure your pictures have delightful colors. Those star heads. There goes Sean looking out that window again. Sean, I'm sorry to be a helicopter teacher, but if you don't finish your work, I'm afraid you will be stuck inside this classroom all day. Wow, she's actually on a helicopter. And what's Sean working on there, on that paper? Okay, students, hand in your perfect pictures, please. Oh, Sean, what a beautiful picture you've drawn. You're such a shooting star. I'm proud to see you were paying attention the whole time. What did he draw? What's she looking at? Let's see the final picture that he drew. Those are all his classmates, his teacher, and his parents playing a basketball game together. See his name up there? Nice picture, Sean. The end. Sean's Window, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care.
Peace everyone, it's Miss Ma from SF Ballet Dance in Schools and Communities program. I hope you all have been taking great care and are ready to get your bodies moving. In honor of Women's History Month and in celebrating women of color in science, I want to shine light on another Pinay. Filipina engineer Josephine Santiago Bond, who presently serves as the head of the Advanced Engineering Development Branch at the John F. Kennedy Space Center in Florida, which is one of the 10 National Aeronautics and Space Administration sites. But when Josephine was growing up, she didn't really have any interest in science. She had no idea that one day she would in fact end up working at one of the world's most renowned civilian space programs and aeronautics and aerospace research agencies. Doesn't that rock your world? You can have a dream or idea or vision of how you want your life to be, but at the end of the day, you really have to go through the movements to find out what your calling is, what your purpose is. You have to start with the dream and take the actionable steps to move towards that dream, and you have to be open to what surprises life might throw at you. That dream that you start with might transform into a whole other vision, like it did for Josephine. So today, we are going to be in that dream space, be in that imaginary space, and be open to the infinite possibilities contained therein. Let's begin with the warm-up. Rooting down and taking a few deep breaths together. Inhale. Feeling your feet planted in the earth. Exhale, pushing it out, bending your knees. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Oh yeah. Releasing with a sigh and shaking it out. To honor Josephine Santiago Bond, we start with a quote from her and pick up our paintbrushes. Dream many big dreams and explore challenging opportunities along the way. Push your limits, go out of your comfort zone and pick tasks that are harder than what you're used to. Go for growth. Do things that you're not already good at. Realistically expect that not all of your dreams will come true, at least not the first time you try, but give each try your best anyway. Regularly assess your strengths, sharpen the saw, and find positive ways to use your strengths to achieve the next step toward your dream. What a masterpiece, right? Last week we moved with strength and purpose. Today we allow ourselves to push our limits, get out of our comfort zone, and go for growth. We're starting from the ground up, sinking into our roots and elevating ourselves up on our toes, seeing how long you can stay there, reaching to the stars, to the sky, towards your wildest dreams. Beautiful. We gather inspiration from everywhere we can, spiraling through our journey in life, twisting and turning and finding new inspiration in new places. Don't get it twisted though, there will be hard moments too. These moments will feel like there are forces pushing against you. It might feel like the weight is pressing down on you, and there will be times where you will need to resist and push back and push forward. Life is a game of push and pull. When you feel things are good, when you feel balanced and rooted, pull those good things towards you. Let yourself dream more and even bigger. Be in that dreamy space where all things are possible. You might look to the sky, to the stars, You might look out into the ocean and see the birds that remind you you can indeed fly. Whatever that dream is that you hold for yourself, know that it is possible. Take the actionable steps needed to make your wildest dreams come true. Honor each step. Understand how each step is connected to the next. Then life will become the most amazing dance. Thank you all so much. We just explored how you can have a growth mindset and design your own future. I hope you enjoy the rest of your program and have a great weekend ahead. Happy Women's Month today and every day. Take care. Till next time.
Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad that every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is well.
Hello, I'm Superintendent Dr. Vincent Matthews of the San Francisco Unified School District. It made me so happy to spend time with you today. I hope you had fun too.
What did you make on the show today? Submit your content here using the QR code or go to bit.ly, bit.ly/SFUSD, yes, YES, and watch all of our episodes at sfusd.edu/SF loves learning.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So let's sing our goodbye song. For this song, you have to use your whole body. Will you sing it with me? Are you ready? Wave high, wave low. For now, it's time to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Wave your knees, wave your lips, blow a kiss with your fingertips. Wave your ears, wave your hair, wave your belly, and wave your derriere. Wave your chin, wave your eye. For now it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
SFUSD, that's the place to be. SFUSD, bienvenidos a Tijuana. SFUSD, everyone come and see. SFUSD, join our family.